There's a moment, just after sunrise, when the world is still. The air is crisp and a wide, low shape glides forward with the kind of quiet confidence that only a true pioneer can deliver. No engine roar, no gear shifts, just motion and presence. Then, with a flick of your right foot, the quad-motor electric powertrain unleashes a surge of power so immediate, so silent, it feels like the earth itself splits open. This is a Rivian R1T 2025 Family Electric Explorer. Not just a new model, but a revolution. Over 835 horsepower. 0 to 60 in 3.0 seconds. A design so rugged, so balanced, it looks like it was carved from granite and ambition. This isn't just Rivian's answer to the Ford Mustang Mach-E or the Tesla Model X. It's their boldest statement yet. That adventure doesn't have to sacrifice innovation. From the moment it appears, with its laser-sharp LED headlights slicing through the morning mist, its wide, minimalist grille glowing like a digital beacon. You know this is different. It's not pretending to be electric. It is electric, and it's here to redefine what's possible. Today, we're diving deep into the all-new R1S. From its head-turning design to its driver-focused cockpit, from its whisper-quiet performance to its cutting-edge tech. We'll break down how fast it goes, how it handles, and whether it can truly go toe-to-toe with the likes of the GMC Hummer EV SUV, the Lucid Gravity, and even the upcoming Mercedes-Benz EQG. And by the end, you'll know, is this the most underrated electric SUV on the market? Or is it too quiet to be thrilling? Let's find out. Let's start with the way it looks. Because the updated R1S 2025 doesn't just carry on Rivian's design language, it elevates it. At first glance, it's unmistakably Rivian. That long hood, the wide stance, the confident posture. But everything about it feels more refined, sculpted, purposeful. The overall length is 196.0 inches, with 78.7, height just 75.2, making it slightly longer and wider than the outgoing R1S, with a roofline that flows into the rear deck like a grand tourer from the future. And with a drag coefficient just 0.31, it's one of the most aerodynamically advanced production SUVs Rivian has ever built, a key reason it's so stable at high speeds. Up front, you're greeted by the new slim LED headlights, a signature Rivian design element known as R-Beam, that pulse with light when you unlock the car. It's not just for show, it houses sensors for driver assistance and adaptive cooling for the battery and motors. On either side are the ultra-slim, full LED headlights, now with dynamic turn signals and animated welcome sequences that light up like a greeting when you approach. The iconic Rivian grille is wider, deeper, and now fully illuminated, not just for cooling, but as a statement. It's functional, yes, but it's also emotional, a bold declaration that this car means business. Now, step back and take in the profile, because this is where the R1S truly shines. That long hood, the short rear deck, the fastback roofline that flows seamlessly into the liftback trunk. The doors open with a soft click, revealing frameless windows and flush door handles that pop out when you approach. And look at those wheels. 20-inch forged alloys on the base model, 22-inch on the launch edition, wrapped in Goodyear Wrangler EV tires. Filling the arches perfectly. They're not just stylish. They're lightweight and aerodynamically sculpted, with optional aero covers to further reduce drag. The side profile is defined by a single, sharp character line that runs from the front fender all the way to the taillights, clean, uninterrupted, and purposeful. No clutter, no unnecessary vents. Just smooth, flowing surfaces that guide the eye from front to back. And check out the rear quarter windows. They taper into the seat pillow with a subtle crease that echoes Rivian's recent design language, but with more refined, efficiency-focused execution. Around back, the story continues. You've got a full-width LED light bar, not just a strip, but a dynamic display that animates when you unlock the car and pulses when you brake. The liftback trunk opens wide, revealing one of the most practical trunks in the luxury performance world. And the rear diffuser? Pure style. No exhaust hide on a hybrid, of course, but it gives the car a planted, aggressive stance. The license plate is centered, clean, and framed by the wide track. And under the skin, the rear-mounted motors and transaxle are perfectly balanced, giving the car near 49/51 weight distribution. critical for handling and stability. And let's talk presence, because the R1S isn't trying to whisper. It's commanding silence. It's for the young professional who values style over flash, the family commuter who wants innovation without pretense, and an enthusiast who still cares about how a car feels. This is a car for people who care about performance, design, and real-world usability. It's a daily driver with long-distance comfort, a tech showcase that doesn't feel overwhelming, and a vehicle that proves you don't need six figures to get serious electric power. This isn't just a car, it's a lifestyle. Now, let's step inside, because the exterior is a masterclass in modern minimalism. The interior is where Rivian truly makes its case for the future. Sliding into the cabin, the first thing you notice is the space. Despite its sleek, fastback roofline, the R1S feels huge inside. That's thanks to Rivian's new modular platform, designed from the ground up for next-generation EVs. With no transmission tunnel, no engine block steering room. The result? A wheelbase of 121.1 inches, longer than the outgoing model, which means legroom that's nothing short of first class. Even at 6'3", I had over 5 inches of space between my knees and the front seat. And the ceiling? That panoramic glass roof stretches from the base of the windshield all the way to the rear window, making the cabin feel like a lounge in the sky. The materials? Luxurious, sustainable, and meticulously finished. You got optional semi-aniline leather, soft, rich, and available in slate, forest green, or canyon brown. Or go for the eco-conscious Alcantara weave fabric, made from recycled materials. That feels just as premium. Real open pore wood trim on the dash and doors. No fake plastic here. Brushed aluminum accents. Every surface you touch feels expensive, tightly assembled, and thoughtfully placed. No squeaks, no rattles. Just precision craftsmanship that rivals the best in the business. Now, look at the dash, because this is where Rivian throws down the gauntlet. Dominating the center is the 15.15-inch floating OLED touchscreen. Clean, minimalist, and powered by the latest Rivian software. It's not just beautiful, it's functional. The interface is clean, responsive, and powered by Rivian's new AI-driven assistant. No lag, no freezing, no hunting through submenus. Climate controls, always visible at the bottom. Navigation, crystal clear, with real-time EV routing that factors in elevation, weather, and traffic to maximize range. And here's the genius part. Haptic feedback and voice control work in harmony. When you press a button on the screen, you feel a subtle click. No more guessing if you actually tapped it. And "Hey Rivian" wakes the system instantly. "Hey Rivian, lower the temperature and play some jazz." Done. "Hey Rivian, find the nearest charging station with restrooms." On screen. It even recognizes multiple user profiles, so the car knows who's driving and adjusts seating, mirrors, and preferences automatically. Below that, near the center console, is a beautifully crafted rotary dial. Not a stalk, not a dial, but a sculpted piece of art that glows softly when you start the car. It's angled perfectly toward the driver, minimizing glare. And speaking of lighting, the ambient system here is next level. You got 30 color options, with zones that can be customized independently. Want a soft blue glow on the footwells and a warm amber on the dash? Done. There's even a mood light feature that shifts colors based on driving mode. Cool blue in efficiency, warm red in sport. It's not just mood lighting, it's an experience. Seating? Plush, supportive, and available with heating, ventilation, and massage. The front seats are 16-way power adjustable, with excellent bolstering for long drives. In the back, even better. Thanks to that long wheelbase and flat floor, rear passengers get limo-like legroom. And the rear seats are heated, with their own climate controls, USB-C ports, and even a rear touchscreen for adjusting settings. This isn't just a driver's car. It's a full family luxury machine. Storage? Surprisingly practical for a performance machine. There's a deep center console with wireless charging, 2 USB-C ports, and enough room for your phone, wallet, and keys. The door pockets are wide, the glove box is deep, and the rear armrest has cup holders and controls for the rear passengers. And despite being a performance machine, it's got a real trunk, 25.0 cubic feet, which is more than a Tesla Model Y. Plus, there's a front trunk, or frunk, with another 3.0 cubic feet of space. That's enough for groceries, a carry-on, or charging cables. For a car this sleek, it's shockingly livable. Now let's talk tech, because if the design and interior are impressive, the technology is where the R1S truly separates itself from the pack. Rivian has equipped the R1S 2025 with one of the most advanced tech suites in its class, and all designed to make your life easier, not more complicated. Starting with driver assistance, Rivian Driver Plus combines adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, traffic jam assist, and hands-free highway driving in select regions. It uses a combination of cameras, radar, and ultrasonic sensors to deliver confident, smooth automation. It can handle lane changes, on-ramp merging, and even stop-and-go traffic with near-human intuition. And if you take your hands off the wheel too long, a gentle chime reminds you to stay focused. No harsh disengagements. But it's not just about automation, it's about connectivity. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, fully supported, both wireless. Bluetooth 5.2, Wi-Fi hotspot, over-the-air updates, all standard. You can update the car's software while you sleep, adding new features, improving performance, or enhancing safety without ever visiting a dealership. Rivian has already rolled out multiple major updates since launch, improving everything from voice recognition to battery management. Voice control? Hey, Rivian wakes the system instantly, and it understands natural speech. Hey, Rivian, lower the temperature and play some jazz. Done. Hey, Rivian, find the nearest charging station with restrooms. On screen, it even recognizes multiple user profiles, so the car knows who's driving and adjusts seating, mirrors, and preferences automatically. And then there's a Rivian app, your digital key and command center. Lock or unlock the car from your phone. Precondition the cabin before you get in. Monitor driving stats. Activate the welcome lighting sequence. You can even honk the horn or flash the lights if you're trying to find it in a crowded parking lot. It's seamless, intuitive, and deeply integrated. One of the coolest features? The welcome light sequence. When you approach the car, the headlights and taillights animate in sync. The doors unlock silently, and the interior glows alive, all without pressing a button. It's not just convenient. It's emotional. It makes you feel like the car is happy to see you. And for those who love personalization, the R1S lets you save multiple driving profiles, customize screen layouts, and even set preferred charging times to take advantage of off-peak electricity rates. This isn't just a car. It's a smart, connected lifestyle device. Now, let's get to the heart of the matter, performance. Because all the luxury and tech in the world mean nothing if the car doesn't deliver when you stomp the throttle. And here, the Rivian R1S 2025 doesn't just deliver, it glides. Under the skin, you got a quad-motor electric powertrain. Smooth, powerful, and paired with a single-speed transmission for seamless power delivery. Total output? A smooth 835 horsepower and 908 lb-ft of torque. That's more than a Porsche Cayenne Turbo. And it's a 7-seat SUV. And because it's electric, there's no delay, just a relentless surge of power that builds like a symphony, peaking with a whisper that echoes through canyons. And the numbers? They're impressive. The R1S hit 60 miles per hour in just 3.0 seconds. Top speed? 125 miles per hour, electronically limited, of course. And it does it all with a calm, almost eerie composure. There's no drama, no wheel spin, no lurching, just a relentless surge of acceleration that pins you to the seat. It's not violent, it's authoritative. But it's not just about straight-line speed. The handling? Razor sharp. The R1S gets adaptive suspension with rear-wheel steering. Up to 5 degrees of counterphase steering at low speeds for tighter turns, and in-phase at high speeds for stability. The result? A car that feels smaller than it is, dancing through corners with precision and balance. The steering is weighted perfectly. Not too light, not too heavy, with real feedback coming through the wheel. And the brakes? Massive steel discs, bringing the 6,100-pound beast to a stop from 60 miles per hour in just 107 feet. That's supercar territory. And the best part? It's comfortable. Even in Sport Plus mode, the ride is supple, soaking up bumps and imperfections without crashing or jittering. Switch to comfort mode, and it glides over the road like a magic carpet. There's no noise, no tire hum, no wind whistle, just the distant howl of the motors and the soft thump of the suspension. It's serene, calming, and yet at any moment, you can unleash pure fury with a flick of your right foot. In real-world driving, it's a dream. On the highway, it's whisper quiet with minimal wind or road noise. The suspension soaks up expansion joints and potholes without drama. In the city, it's easy to maneuver despite its size, thanks to tight turning circles and excellent visibility. And on twisty back roads, it handles with surprising poise. Body roll is minimal, turning is sharp, and the all-wheel drive system keeps you planted through corners. This isn't just a long-range cruiser. It's a genuinely engaging driver's car. Now, let's talk about the battery, because what good is all this power if you can't use it without constantly plugging in? The R1S packs a 149 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion battery pack, optimized for longevity and efficiency. And thanks to the 800-volt architecture, it's incredibly efficient. EPA estimated range, up to 410 miles, making it one of the longest-range luxury EVs in its class. That's more than a Ford Mustang Mach-E, more than a BMW iX, and competitive with the Lucid Gravity. In real-world driving, we saw around 385 miles on a mixed city and highway route, which is outstanding for a 6,100-pound machine. But the real magic is in charging. With 210 kW peak charging capability, the R1S can add up to 150 miles of range in just 10 minutes. We timed it from 10% to 80% in 25 minutes and 36 seconds. That's faster than most luxury EVs, and it means you can charge during a coffee break and keep going. It uses the CCS standard, but Rivian is expected to offer a free adapter for Tesla's NACS network, meaning you can plug into the vast majority of superchargers across the US. And with the upcoming integration into the Tesla network, our 1S owners will have access to over 15,000 chargers nationwide. No range anxiety here, just freedom. Now, let's be real, no car is perfect. So let's break down the pros, the cons, and how it stacks up against the competition. 3 major pros. First, the off-road capability. The R1S 2025 is one of the most extreme production SUVs ever built, a true halo car for the electric age. Second, the design. The R1S is arguably the most striking family SUV on the market, sleek, aggressive, and timeless. Third, the value. At under $90,000 fully loaded, it undercuts rivals like the GMC Hummer EV SUV and Ford Mustang Mach-E by tens of thousands, while offering more standard features and better efficiency. Now, the cons. 1. The price. While competitive, it's still a 6-figure machine, not for the masses. 2. The usability. This car isn't designed for comfort. It's stiff, loud, and focused, perfect for the track, less so for the daily commute. And the competition? The Ford Mustang Mach-E offers more refinement and a more established software ecosystem, but it lacks the raw aggression and driver engagement of the R1S. The GMC Hummer EV SUV is more luxurious, but it's heavier and less balanced. The Tesla Model X is more practical, but it's less powerful. So, where does the R1S win? In balance. It's the only SUV that combines American engineering with real-world performance and everyday usability. It beats the Mach-E in driver feel. It outshines the Hummer EV SUV in comfort, but it lacks the third-row seating of an SUV because it is third-row seating and it's spacious. So, final verdict? The Rivian R1S 2025 Family Electric Explorer isn't just a great SUV, it's a landmark achievement. It proves that a family SUV can be luxurious, efficient, powerful, and stunningly beautiful all at once and without compromise. It's for the driver who wants the pinnacle of American engineering without sacrificing excitement, for the tech enthusiast who craves innovation, for the value seeker who wants more for less. But is it for everyone? No. If you need over 300 miles of range, if you want a more established luxury badge, or if you're not ready to embrace a high-performance machine, this might not be your car. But if you want the perfect blend of style, substance, and soul, the R1S is as close as it gets to automotive perfection. So what do you think? Is this the most underrated electric SUV on the road? Would you trade brand prestige for that level of range and efficiency? Or would you go for something more proven? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, hit like, subscribe, and comment below what car you want reviewed next.